Chris Paul played in just a couple minutes in the All-Star game last night because he has a fracture in his right thumb. Paul going to be out 6 to 8 weeks, and the regular season ends in 7 weeks on April 10th. Phoenix Suns will have, look, they've got the best record in the NBA, but now will be without their point guard for the stretch run, possibly the postseason. Monty Williams, Devin Booker, your thoughts?
We're just going to take it day by day and see how he heals up as we go forward. But again, I'm just grateful to have him in the locker room. Chris is a huge part of what we do. And so we're not going to try to replace Chris. We're just going to try to play the same way, keep our standard at a high level. And I'm grateful for the depth that we have.
Not one person or two people can make up what he does on the court. So everybody just has to give in a little bit more. You have to pick up everything. I can't pass the ball as well as him. None of us can. But we have to keep the ball popping, keep passing around, make sure everybody's involved. So there's a lot.
All right, so let's go by the numbers into how Chris Paul has been so crucial to the Suns' success this season. He leads the NBA with 10.7 assists per game, on pace to lead the league for the 5th time in his career. CP3 also leads the NBA with a plus-minus of 99 in clutch time this season. Clutch time is defined as the final 5 minutes of the game when the score is within 5 points. Suns 24-3 in clutch time games, and his net rating of 10.5, third best in the league. That means the Suns are 10.5 points better per 100 possessions when he's on the court. Only Stephen Curry and Rudy Gobert are better. Let's bring in our NBA analyst, Kendrick Perkins. He joins us now. Okay, Big Perk, 24 games left for the Suns in the regular season. There's 6.5 games up now in the West. What type of impact, in your opinion, will this injury for CP3 have on Phoenix's chances to secure that #1 seed?
It's going to have a huge impact. I think Golden State is going to come out the gates after the All-Star break. They're going to get Draymond Green back. They're going to be healthy. I heard James Wiseman's supposed to be coming back, and they're going to be on their heels like a pair of socks. Look, Golden State knows how important it is to have home court advantage throughout the playoffs. Their goal is to try to win the championship. And I'm not saying that the Suns are going to drop out of the playoff race. They provided themselves a great enough cushion where they'll be okay at that aspect. But I think Golden State, at the end of the season, they're going to be the #1 seed. Without Chris Paul, I just don't see Phoenix keeping that #1 seed. We're talking about the ultimate floor general, the leadership skills. Everything that he brings to the table is hard to replace that.
But, here's the big thing. Are we talking tube socks or church socks? Because if it's church socks, that means they tight on them. If it's tube socks, it's a little loose. You know what I'm saying, Big Perk?
Yeah. We might be talking about some church socks. Okay. We might be talking about church socks. Yeah. So we might double them bad boys up.
I love it. Ironically, Perk, up to this point, Chris Paul has not missed a game. He's played in 68 straight games dating back to last season. But unfortunately, this is going to add to that narrative, Perk, that CP3 always gets hurt at the worst time for his championship contending teams.
All the time. And that's the bad part about it, because, in order to win a championship, you need luck. And you hear so many greats talk about it, and every single time it seems like Chris Paul gets to that point where you look at last year, even in the finals, he wasn't healthy. Like, the times that it matters the most, even throughout that playoff run last year, he wasn't healthy. But hopefully he could come back in 6 to 8 weeks, not only healthy, energized, and fresh. Because remember, Chris Paul is 37 years old. You know what I mean? So this rest that he could get could be real vital to his playoff run.
50 points, second most ever, should come as no surprise. Those 16 threes, all-star game record. 7 threes in the third, also an all-star game record for a single quarter. And as for King James, what a great ending to the game. Here he was.
I couldn't have dreamt it. I could not have dreamed of that moment any better than the actuality that just happened. To hit the game winner in the All-Star game where me and my guys back in the back, we used to watch the All-Star game, and to be here for my wife and my kids and my family, my mom, and so many people that seen me grow from really a young toddler to who I am today. It was I couldn't picture that moment any better.
That's so cool. I love how he just brings it all back, puts it into perspective as always. And so many great moments on that court. 2009 conference finals against the Magics. Nails his only 3 of the game for the win, and the Cavs pull within 2-1. And then this final seconds in this one against the T-Wolves. So he blocks Jimmy Butler's potential game winner, and then he hits the fadeaway over Butler for the win. So many great memories. Listen, Game 5, first round against the Pacers, blocking Oladipo's potential game winner, and then he turns around and hits the game-winning 3. Remember that game like it was yesterday. And then against the Raptors, 8 seconds to plan this thing out, steps into the running, game-winning floater, and then the game-winning all-star shot last night. It was a really cool night as Perk is back with us. I loved seeing the top 75, seeing all the greats gathered in one place, actually 76 of them. What was your favorite moment from the night?
Well, Hannah, we needed last night because the dunk contest was so bad that we needed last night to go well. But
Exactly.
I would say Steph Curry. The fact that he got booed and he turned those boos into cheers, like his mental toughness reflected of the Mamba mentality. And I'm glad he went out there and took, he didn't take the All-Star game for granted. Some people be playing around, but at the end of the day, he went out there and he was strictly about his business. And I'm glad he was the first person to actually receive the Kobe Bryant Award. I mean, because he went out there with the true definition of Mamba mentality. And I tweeted last night, I'm just happy that I'm here to appreciate and watch Steph Curry greatness because, I mean, he's something that we never seen before, generational talent.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.